Hi guys, how are you? This is Janet Glad here from Venture Realty Partners, and today we're going to talk about selling your home on your own. So if this is something that you're thinking about doing, or if you'd like some information, I'd like to share with you a recent National Association of Realtors study that was done on those that are thinking about selling on their own. So give me just a minute here. I'd like to share some slides. Here we go. So this study, as I said, is done by NAR, or the National Association of Realtors, and it's for sale by owners, or FSBOs, as we call that acronym here in this business, as a percentage of all home sales. So you can see here in 1991, high, and then 2017, the percentage of homes selling as a for sale by owner has decreased to 8%. Now that's the lowest record number since 1981. And also know that the typical sold price for a FSBO versus an agent is for sale by owners where buyers knew the seller, all for sale by owners, usually under 200,000 as you can see, and then over 240 say and up, most homes are sold by an agent. Oops, here we go. Move on to the next one. Also about where buyers find their homes that they purchase over the last 12 years by percentage. So you can see in 2004, not as many were using the internet as today in that percentage. So it's a little over 50%, right around, just around 50% here. 50% of home buyers are looking for their homes on the internet. You have about 15% that use yard signs, and probably about 1% or so are using newspapers. So if you're on Zillow or on forsalebyowner.com, or maybe you're on both of them, know that you're only catching a small percentage of the buyer pool, that the majority of buyers are using agents, 87% in fact, which is a pretty staggering number. So know that most of the buyers that are looking for homes for sale are using a realtor that is looking for homes in the multiple listing service. Agents, perhaps in this market, some are going to for sale by owner sites, but I can tell you the majority of them are not. And they are not really seeing and looking at anything outside of what the multiple listing service has. Very few of them are looking on Zillow for sale by owners. The main bread and butter where we look for homes, me included, is on the multiple listing service. And here, this is just another breakdown, the percentage of home buyers who use an agent or broker by age group. Now, I want to bring your attention here, 36 and younger, which is a huge buyer pool. Many buyers in that age bracket are searching for homes, and 92% of them are using a realtor. All purchasers overall, 88% are using purchasers. You can see that some of the ages, it goes down a little bit, but everything is above 85%. Those are pretty staggering numbers. Now, buyers who want expert advice, 77% think a real estate agent is an essential part of the process. 73% actually want to meet with a mortgage professional to discuss their financial options. So if you are thinking about selling your home on your own, these are the people that you need to pay attention to in the negotiating process. It's not just about negotiating price, but you have to work with the buyer. You have to work with the buyer's agent. You have to work with the buyer's attorney. You have to work with the buyer's home inspector that they hire. You have to work with the the home inspection. The pest inspection. You have to deal with the buyer's lender, who's loaning them the money, the bank appraiser, the title company to make sure the deeds and everything are accurate. You have to deal with the town and the municipality. You have to work with the buyer's buyer if they're selling a home through a 48-hour contingency. And you also have to work with your bank, not just in short sales, but making sure you have payoff letters and all that kind of stuff. Now, think about all that. Now, also, in a transaction, say something happens in the home inspection and something goes sideways. Say there's something wrong with the roof, or you have a mold problem, or you have a radon problem, or you have a foundation problem. You have to reach out to those outside sources to get comparable estimates in addition to what the buyer is doing, so you can come to a meeting of the mind drill to make sure you're not paying too much and making sure that those systems, especially the environmental situations, that they are rectified. The 5 reasons to hire a real estate professional, please read through those. The first 2, I will say, really is the most important. 1, you wouldn't go to court, a small claims court, when you're trying to get $5,000, say, $10,000, or let's say your home value is $250,000. You want to go to court to try to get that $250,000 without representation, right? While the other side, they have representation trying to protect them, so they have to pay out as less as possible. So if you think about it like that, if you're willing to work with a buyer's agent, they are working for their buyers to making sure that they can get their buyer the best deal possible. And no one is on your side negotiating to make sure that you can net the most money possible. To a professional negotiator, someone like me, of course, I'm going to give my spiel. But, if I can show you how to net the same, if not more money than what you're desiring to get now, wouldn't it be worth 15 minutes of your time just to show you what I can do to leverage the market, to expose your property to as many buyers in the buyer pool as possible, not just on Zillow or ForSaleByOwner.com, but Zillow, Trulia, Homes.com, Empty Nester. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Realtor.com, plus my multiple listing service. There's many realtors out there like myself that are working with, that are working with an agent that puts their home buyers on automatic email searches. So no matter whatever comes up on the market, they get notified about it right away, which is very important, especially in a tight market like we're in right now. So little inventory for sale and so many buyers out there. And if 87% of the buyers are working with realtors that are just searching the multiple listing service, you're at a huge disadvantage. I will also say that if you're worried about that commission, saying, well, I can't afford to pay the commission money. If I can show you to net you what you're looking for, and in many situations, I potentially can get you between 10 to 15% more than what you would be able to get selling on your own, essentially paying for my commission price. So you'd still be able to net that money and put it in your pocket. Essentially, my service is free to you, and you're fully covered with a professional real estate professional. We are that buffer negotiations with all parties throughout the entire process to help them understand today's real estate values and setting the price on a listing or on an offer of purchase. Millennials and the real estate agent, 89%, I know I keep rehashing it, but it's true. 89% of buyers 34 and younger who purchased their home, they used a realtor. 71% of buyers and younger who say a real estate agent helped them understand the full buying process. Millennials, ages 18 to 34, where did you find your home most likely purchased? 47.5%, a real estate agent. 10.6%, word of mouth. 29.8% the internet. So even if you're using those two things, you have to think to yourself, if you're not even advertising on the internet, who are you expecting to sell your home to? A relative, a neighbor, a friend? Emotionally detach yourself from the transaction. Hire a professional that can yield you the most money possible. And as you can see, what resources did you find most helpful in your home search? 60.4% are realtors. Also remember, as I said in the beginning, a buyer's agent is reluctant to work with a for sale by owner because of the amount of work involved. A buyer who is not represented with a realtor and is looking to purchase your home is reluctant because they do not know the steps in the process. For sale by owners tend to sell for lower prices than comparable homes, and in many cases below the average differential represented by the prevailing commission rate. That's not me saying that. That is collateral analytics research that says that. 3 of the study's conclusions: FSBOs achieve price significantly lower. The differential in selling prices to FSBOs when compared to MLS sales. Similar properties were about 5.5% in 2016. The sales in 2017 suggest the average price was nearly 6% lower. How much less do our FSBOs get for the sale of their house? 6%. FSBOs net less money than if you used an agent. We know how to stage a house. We know, buyers out looking for a discount on the home that they purchase. A lot of times they know that you don't have an agent, so they're already going to lowball you with the offer because they know that you're not paying a listing commission fee. So I just want to end that and say, my name is Janet Glaude again from Venture Realty Partners. And if you're interested in knowing what your real home value is right now in today's market, or if you have any real estate questions, or if I can be of service to you in any way, please give me a call, 518-526-3621. You guys have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you next time.